Hello, I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor but also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. So today's video is a really great one. It is non-comedogenic moisturizers, foundations or moisturizers. The vast majority of foundations are really not great for oily acne prone skin. So there's certain ingredients that I would want you to steer clear of. We want to avoid ingredients that are gonna clog your pores and are gonna make your acne worse. See, the problem is that we're trying to cover the dark marks, we're trying to cover the red marks, we're trying to even the texture of the skin, but we don't want to exacerbate the acne. In addition, a lot of foundations do tend to crack with time, especially if oil is continuously being produced all day, which is what tends to happen in oily acne prone skin. And so, at the end of the day, the foundation doesn't look like how it looked in the morning. And so I have been thinking about this, and actually I want to ask your opinion before I actually do anything. Would you like me to create foundations for acne that actually treat the acne and also cover the marks? So as a makeup lover myself, I wear foundation every time I do a video or if I'm on stage. And so I've always been passionate about makeup, but we haven't really discussed makeup much on this channel. We tend to talk about key actives. And as a mum myself, I would, if I had a teenage daughter, so as Sienna gets older, and if she had oily acne prone skin, I wouldn't want her to wear a foundation that was going to clog her pores or make the acne worse, but it would be great if it actually was skincare too and was actually treating her acne and giving her confidence. It is something I am thinking about doing. It's a whole new category of skincare. This just doesn't exist actually. We do have foundations that cover acne that have a few actives in them, but not really enough to actually treat the acne and really be skincare plus foundation together in equal measure. I've looked at what's on the market and actually the actives just aren't that great. I'm sure a lot of you would probably agree, but you might not agree, in which case that's fine too. So can you write down below, if you have oily acne prone skin and you want me to create this line of foundations for skin of color in darker shades that actually treats the acne while you're wearing it, please let me know. If you don't want me to make it, I won't be offended and I won't make it, but I will do whatever you ask me to do. So just write down below and I will do that. Don't forget, I am also in the comment section for 1 hour of the launch of every single YouTube video, and so including this one. So when you subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also ask me your skincare questions on Instagram. I've got 2 accounts, Dr. Vanita Rattan and Skincare by Dr. V, also on TikTok, and also our private Facebook group. So that's a wonderful private group where you can talk about your own skincare concerns. I think we are now almost about 13,000 followers in that particular group, and so you're going to find people in the same country as you, similar climate, having similar skincare concerns and have access to similar products that you do. So it's a really great place to come and talk to each other. Right, without further ado, let's dive right in. Right, so what we're looking for today is number 1, non-comedogenic ingredients in the product. Number 2, I'm looking to avoid any ingredients that could irritate the skin or that should not be worn on broken skin, because when you have acne, it tends to be broken skin. That's how a spot forms and comes to the surface. Sometimes they bleed, and so we don't want anything that's going to penetrate directly into the bloodstream. That's not good for the skin. We're going to avoid denatured alcohol, avoid talc, avoid fragrance, and of course essential oils. And ideally it'd be great if I'll give bonus points to any foundations that do include maybe niacinamide or a few ingredients that will help control sebum production. All right, so the first product is Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear. The third ingredient here is talc. Then they've put in papaya extract, which is a skin sensitizer. This shouldn't be used on the skin daily, plus it's got fragrance in it. Plus points of this foundation are that they do represent deeper skin tones and they're first to do it, so I appreciate that. But the second is that they put glycerin in, which is good as hydrating. I just wouldn't recommend this one for oily acne prone skin, and it's one that you guys have asked me over and over again, which is why I've included it in this video. The next one is House Labs Lady Gaga. So they did a better job actually. It is fragrance free, which I like. I also like the fact they added fermented arnica, which does improve the skin barrier. but it contains denatured alcohol in it. And I know why they did it. They did it because you then get that quick dry feeling, that instant almost drying of the foundation on the skin, which means you have less pigment transfer if you were to touch the face, versus if you were to put skincare, it doesn't really matter if you were to touch your skin and there's no pigment transfer. So I do know why they put it, but you just wouldn't dehydrate the skin really if you have oily, acne-prone skin, because all you're doing is encouraging more oil production. It's the exact opposite of what you're trying to do. So for me, this one's a no. Also, just so you know, I'm basically going through the most popular foundations on Cult Beauty to tell you whether or not they're comedogenic or not. So the third one here is Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Medium Coverage. I would honestly say the skincare is awful. She's got a whole range on skincare, and I've done a video on it, and it's probably one of the worst skincare ranges I've seen. But with the foundation, I was pleasantly surprised. The second ingredient here is Pyrus Malice Fruit Water, which is an antioxidant. Plus they put in glycerin and it's fragrance free. I couldn't believe it. So for me, this one's doctorly approved. Well done, Charlotte. The next one is the NARS Light Reflecting Advanced Skincare. There's no fragrance, no denatured alcohol, and no talc, which is brilliant. It contains glycerin and peptides, which is very good. I love it and I would recommend it. This one's doctorly approved. The next popular one is Makeup Forever HD. So here the third ingredient is denatured alcohol. And don't forget, when you're looking at the INKEY list, it's in descending order of percentage in the product. So third ingredient is very high up. It's a high percentage, and so plus added fragrance. So for me, even though they added glycerin, I mean, it's just not going to combat the denatured alcohol or the fragrance. It's a no-no. The next one is Double Wear Estee Lauder. It's a very simple inky, which I like. There's no talc, it's fragrance free. There are no other additional actives that are beneficial for the skin, but it does contain polyglycerol 3-diisostearate, which is 4 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale. So it's okay, but it probably wouldn't be my best option. The next one is Fenty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. The fourth ingredient here is talc. The fifth ingredient here is isostearyl neopentanate, which is 3 out of 3 on the comedogenic scale. Plus I put in algin, which is 4 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale. So unfortunately, this is one to avoid. The next one is Makeup by Mario. So this is non-comedogenic, fragrance-free, no irritants. Plus they put in glycerin and squalene. I really like it. This one is Dr. B approved. Write down below which videos you want me to make next, and please also give me your feedback on if you want me to make a range of foundations for oily, acne-prone skin and skin of color. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!